Our top story this hour, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association says it has temporarily called off its nationwide strike. Members of the association have abandoned their posts in the last 3 days to press home demands in connection with their conditions of service. Hundreds of patients were left stranded, while some doctors in parts of the country had to double up to take up extra roles to attend to patients in critical condition. Speaking to me on News Desk a while ago, however, General Secretary of the Nurses and Midwives Association, David Tinkwang said his members will not return to work till tomorrow, Thursday, September 24.
We have been properly served by the Labour Commission. So, as law-abiding citizens, as we've been talking about all the time, they have decided to temporarily suspend the strike and proceed to the Labour Commission upon their invitation.
So this is because of the substituted service of the court documents, if I'm guessing correctly.
Exactly. We were, the substituted service was given to us, and we think that it was properly served this time. And for that matter, we need to, we can defy the express dictates of the law court.
Right. So when are you returning to the negotiating table? Yesterday, the Ministry of Employment gave us the impression that they have called you back today to continue negotiations. Are you going for that meeting?
This negotiation is not rightful. Is that some kind of sorry. We've been called to the Labour Commission, obviously, not necessarily to start negotiations, because you don't negotiate at the Labour Commission. Either you go for compulsory arbitration or something. But we will get there and be able to know the reason why they are inviting us. Okay.
So your meeting with the Labour Commission will be to discuss the details of the strike?
I don't know the agenda of the meeting.
Okay.
So until we get there, I will not be able to whatever discussion that is going to take place over there.
What is the next step for you, Mr. Tinkwang, and I mean your organization, your association, in the agitation for the conditions of service to be met?
Well, what I know is that we have been invited by the Labour Commission. Our demands are still on the table, and it is not over until it is over.
So when you say it's not over until it's over, what's the next step that the association is going to take?
I'm sure the Labour Commission will expressly direct us and the employer to perhaps go back to the negotiating table. So that's what we are looking forward to. But time is of essence. And if anybody thinks that he can fit track or foot track the process, then it's up to that person.
Right. So finally, Mr. Chum, does that mean that if we go to the hospital this afternoon, we'll meet nurses there?
We indicated that there's a certain system. We have a certain routine way of doing things. They have just announced that we have temporarily suspended the strike. Most of our people may not even be present at their place of work. So we've asked them to resume duty 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.